Has there been a cover-up in the death of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy? Gene Hackman's daughters think so. It's why they've hired a private investigator after new body cam footage has revealed Betsy was fearful of a stalker that kept showing up to their home. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and a chilling new theory is taking a weight online as Gene Hackman's own daughters are hiring private investigators to get to the bottom of what they're calling a potential cover-up in the murder of their father and his wife, Betsy. We have a lot of other chilling details to get through and updates on this story, as many of you have asked for it, but I wanted to lead with this first. This theory is coming in based off of this body cam footage from Betsy's hairdresser. I'm going to let him take it away. Listen to what he had to say.
She mentioned to me that there was a man that had parked outside of their gate and followed them.
Oh, okay.
On 2 separate occasions, I believe is what she told me. One occasion is when they went to White Rock. They went and had lunch there, and the guy followed them parked outside of the gate, followed them from the gate of the residence all the way to White Rock. She said, we went and had lunch. The guy pulled out a folder of photos of her husband and wanted him to sign them. She approached him and said, I told him he needed to have more respect.
Yeah.
And so she says we left, and then I think it was the second occasion the same person followed them towards Pecos.
Now, I hate to create conspiracy theories, but this could have just been a fan who wanted to get photos. It could have been some sort of journalist, could have been somebody. It doesn't mean that this person then stalked and did this, but because this case has baffled so many, because so many people are confused, even as the other body cam footage is coming in with witnesses saying something's not right as they're walking around. We're not obviously going to show all the body cam footage of the events because it's horrifying, guys. But clearly this case has baffled many for a while. There's a lot of details about this case that have made people scratch their heads wondering what happened, particularly the order of who died first. But this new theory coming in about a potential stalker, someone who had been there, who could have gotten involved or done something, whether intentional, accidentally, who knows. They're trying to get access to cell phone records and everything else about their father to figure out what really could have been the true cause behind this shocking death. So this body camera from Christopher, the hairstylist of Betsy, says she was frazzled and worried about this mystery man following her. She was frightened after 2 separate incidents took place before they were found dead outside their compound. They've taken matters in their own hands, the daughters. They've, according to Hollywood insiders, source told him they have lost faith in the authorities. This doesn't add up. Feels like someone is trying to cover something up, and Gene's daughters will not rest until the truth is revealed. Now, again, this is a hard thing to process. I'm not encouraging and saying that this was completely a cover-up, but now his daughters are out there looking into the possibility of could have been. And look, that's their right, as they should. This looks like a case. Now, also, it should be said, the estate is still up for grabs. And because of the order of who died first, Betsy left everything to basically nobody, to charity. And Gene left everything to Betsy, his wife. But because it looks like Betsy died first from the hantavirus, she was fine, and then he was clearly not well. It's unclear if he was could have been aware, and it was very likely that he was unaware of his wife's passing. And part of the reason Gene died was because there was no one there, i.e. his wife, to help take care of him, which is incredibly tragic. That's what the authorities have laid out. Because of that, the order of things will technically. Gene's stuff is left the estate now. The all the money, 80 million rather, and 11 million real estate empire. It's now kind of up for grabs, as experts are saying, because the reality is it's like he has no will at that point since he left it to his wife, and his wife already passed before him. Technically, then next of kin can apply to get that. Now, this expert, for unforeseen reasons, these 2 people passed similar in time, but oddly enough, she passed before him. As a result, we have a situation where now, even though his desires were for his estate to go to her in its entirety without even providing it to his adult children, Betsy passed before him. What does that do? Now we're in a situation where his will and trust says that everything goes to her, but she died first. But now what is it? It is actually simple. It's going to be a fight, of course, but it's simple because it's as if Gene passed without a will. Now, what's also interesting about this is the fact that, let's simplify, as if he did not say who it's going to, and when that happens, we have other rules in place that tell us who it's going to go to. The first people that it goes to is next of kin, which would be his children. She says it's not surprising that Gene Hackman's children are out there, representing and trying to get this estate. It's not odd or strange that his children, or all of them, are trying to find attorneys to counsel to obtain a portion. Quite frankly, that's the way it should be if there was nothing between the children and Gene Hackman. They go on and say, especially because there wasn't anything in the will that expressly cut his children out, there's even more of an argument that they should inherit the estate. Gene wasn't intentionally saying in his will or trust, I do not want my children to get my estate, which he could have done at any point throughout his life when he was healthier. If that was said, it would be a different situation, but that was not said. This is just a man who had been with his wife for decades and loved his wife and understood that his wife was younger than him, and he wanted to give his estate to her to allow her to live her life and however she deemed appropriate. It does seem like he was estranged from his kids. It doesn't seem like they were, mean towards each other. If anything, maybe the kids were not vocal or happy with Gene because he apparently wasn't very present, as he said. But again, nothing strange that the kids are trying to do that. So I share all that just because, there's theories also coming out that are they trying, did they murder their father to try to get to the will? Nobody seems to think that's actually happening. So it's just also a piece of the puzzle of as that's happening, they seem to be more inclined, not about the estate. They're hiring PIs to figure out what happened, which I do think is encouraging. They should do what happened to their father. They need to figure this out. And if they have doubt, of course, look into it. Now, one other thing that should be mentioned, there was an update that happened a few days ago. There was body cam footage that came out that expressed how Betsy on the phone was referring to where should the remains and the dogs be going to. A lot of people were concerned and worried about what was going to happen with the dogs. On the call, she did say she wanted to have the remains of the dog who passed to be with Betsy. Some people thought that was weird. I don't think that's weird. Some people are that close with their pets. In fact, it looks like they were immensely close to their pets. As here is another body cam clip where, listen.
Anything else that you can tell us?
They were dog nuts. I mean, they loved her. You can see there's toys everywhere around their property. They love their dogs.
The medical examiner found
they were dog nuts. You can see everywhere, dog toys everywhere on that property. That has become quite clear to all the experts and people that have spoken out. They loved these dogs, as they clearly, as one should. And so now the question of the remains of the passing dog apparently was put with Betsy, while the daughter suggests that she also wanted to make sure they could keep the collar if there was one as a remembrance. But the other two dogs did find homes, I'm happy to report. Now, they weren't brought together, but they were found. They were the Santa Fe daycare or whatever that helped apparently for Bear, German Shepherd, and Nikita Shepherd mix. They've both been sent to new healthy homes, one locally, one a little further out. They couldn't reveal where, but it's with great joy that with the consent of the estate, I and my staff at Santa Fe Tales have successfully found homes for Hackman's surviving dogs. We went through stringent efforts to ensure the best homes were found, and the dogs have already begun settling in to their new lives. We are all thankful for the concern and well wishes of Bear and Nikita I've received during the transition. It's our hope that everyone continues to wish them the best and honor their privacy as they continue to heal, which is just, again, this whole thing is just so sad. It is just like, so sad how all this went down, especially a legend such as Gene, and then also his wife, who was way too young. No one expected that the way it went. So all of this is just, I think, a lot of shock still. So I'm not surprised to see, the family still trying to figure out what happened, as they should. We will keep you posted on this, if this actually is anything, or was this strictly just some crazed person in a one-off incident, I guess two-off incident. But it does seem to ring enough of a red flag to me to say, yeah, let's look more into this. Let's figure out what actually happened. What do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments down below. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave your comments down below. We will be live later today with some Blake and Ryan updates, as well as other news as we pivot to other stories. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Take care of your pets and each other.